Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm back. It's me, Jen. I'm here. Sarah's going to pop in any second. She just had to run into her house to find a charger. I think that was the reason. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the last sprints of NaNoWriMo. I cannot believe we are here. I cannot believe this is the last week, anything of November. Like, what is it today? It's the 27th of November. There's exactly 4 days left, including today of November, and just in general. We're putting up our Christmas tree later today. I currently have all of the Christmas stuff just sitting in my office. It's very hard to show you. Where are you? There. All the Christmas stuff sitting in my office. For whatever reason, I don't know. Mom put it in here. Anyways, all right. Hello, friends. Welcome to the stream. We're going to wait a few seconds for our lovely friend Sarah. There she is. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I was so late. Sorry.
Wait, you're like exactly a minute. It's fine. How's it going?
Good. I'm out of breath because I had to run inside and get my laptop charger, but I'm great. I'm great.
Fabulous. We're both in like super cozy sweaters today. I love it.
Yes.
I just got this delivered today. It got delivered with one of my dad's Christmas presents, and I put it on immediately. I was like, it's got Sherpa on the inside. It's going on my body.
Yes. Oh my gosh, mine does too.
Yes.
My hair aside.
So I love it. I love it. All right. Well, you're done NaNoWriMo already.
I am. Well, technically, yes. I hit 50K, but I really want to finish manuscript, which I have a lot left to do. So I don't know. Also, I wanted to ask you, am I like good or do I need to turn on my hotspot? Because I definitely can turn on my hotspot.
You did cut out a second there.
Okay, I'll just turn it on because I'm kind of far from my house, so I'm scared. But I might disappear for a second.
That's okay. Hello, Olivia. My friend Sarah's wrapped in a blanket too. It's great. I know so many Sarahs. All right. All right. Let me just quickly share this to the stream. Coming right. Okay, so we're gonna add you, and then we're gonna remove you, and it's all gonna be good.
2 Sarah signs. Yikes.
It was great because the picture that you had froze on was you smiling, so it was perfect.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay, just sharing on the social medias.
Oh, yes. I meant to do that.
And everything should be cool. Should be good. Oh, all right. Well, what is everybody watching? What are you guys working on today? It's always a good thing to ask. What are you working on?
I'm thinking about, well, I've got 2 projects to work on for me.
Did you get your copy edits back?
I did. Oh my gosh. I love this copy editor because I've had an array of copy editors in the past. And this one was kind of more line edits because I asked for more of the line edits kind of from her. But let me look at, she gave me over 1,888 insertions, 2,000 something deletions, 481 comments. So like, she's so worth the money.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say, she sounds like a girl out from my heart. Like, all my university friends know that when I comment on their papers or whatever, if they've asked me to do that, my friend Sarah, who's actually listening to the stream, she was like, once I think she's like, Jen, you made 160 comments on a 1,000-word paper. What are you doing? And I'm like, listen, this is how my brain works.
No kidding. That's awesome.
I love it when they're thorough.
For real, because if there's nothing worse than paying somebody and you get back like 7 comments, or just asking someone to look at it and you get 7 comments. It's like, Thanks.
Did you really look at it or?
Right. Did you just skim it? Come on.
Oh, terrible. Ooh, happy early birthday.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That's so
That's
exciting.
awesome.
Welcome to the club of having a quarantine birthday.
Oh my gosh, yeah, me too. Mine was in April, and I'm back. I was
Yeah, mine was in September. So, oh,
yeah, fun stuff.
history project. We love it.
Ah,
46K. Oh my gosh, I believe in you. I'm currently sitting at 47K. So
oh
I'm so close. I'm
yeah.
so close. I also am at the point where I don't know what's going to happen next in my story. I did not plot the next part. And I was like, oh no, what do I do?
You're so close, but you don't know. Ah,
I'm
that's
so
the
close.
worst
And I'm
too.
just sitting here like, I know exactly, like, I know the end scene.
Yeah,
That's it. I didn't do this right.
that was me last night. I'm writing this scene. I'm like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen next. We'll figure it out.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah. I usually let, like, I think there was once one of my books like let me write it on its own. Like it just was writing itself. I didn't really have an outline. And I was like, this is great. It has never happened again. I am such a planner. I need to know. I need to know. So I had like when Mom and I got home at 1 because we went and picked up my yarn that I ordered, and then we had a guy come in and like give us a quote on painting a wall in the house. But while he was here, I had Bella in my arms because, like, you're not really supposed to be around them, so like
Right.
masks and everything. And Bella's insane, so I had to hold her. And I just was like writing furiously some backstory stuff. I was like, I need to know what happened. Ugh. So we'll find out what happens in this stream if I do anything.
Yay.
It's gonna be great. Oh, all right. Should we start with a warm-up sprint?
That sounds good to me.
I don't have anything set up.
Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. I always forget to set something up.
Oh my goodness. All right. We're just doing the timer. Okay, so what does everybody want for a warm-up sprint? What is a good time?
I'm good with whatever, which I know is not helpful.
Yes. So, anybody got a specific time in mind? We got Jackie here. I love it. Hello. My goodness. Warm-up sprint. Yeah, I usually can because I have the ability to work for hours on end, which is not good for my own mental health. I know that from university, but I'm good with short sprints too, just to dip our toe in. 10 minutes, 7 minutes. I could do a Google thing and let Google decide. Or are we just good with 10 minutes? Because I see more 10 minutes popping in.
Majority rules.
Majority rules. We're going to do 10 minutes.
It's close.
You know what? We'll do, 10 minutes and 7 seconds. An hour and 78 seconds. Yes.
Woo!
Okay. Are we ready, my friends? In 3, 2, 1, sprint.
Woo!
My goodness. Hey, Google. Pause. There we go. Oh my God. It scared me.
I hate when that happens.
Oh my God. Oh, anyways, how did we all do?
Let me look at how I did. I didn't get very far.
Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, I got to page 8.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, it is. It is. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of good comments, and she, the way she does it is she makes the changes and tells me why she's making the changes. So if I approve, I can just leave it alone, which is so much nicer than her being like, "Hey, something's wrong here. You should take a look at it." You know what I mean? She gives me a suggestion, and I'm like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah. That's one of my favorite features of like, I don't know if any other program does it, but I know Google Docs, you're allowed to do like actual like suggestions and they'll show up as like something you can accept or deny.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's fun. That I like.
That'd be so
Then I can visually show people what I mean instead of just being like, well, you should do this.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I myself got 289 words.
Nice.
We're killing the game.
Yes, we are.
Got 309. Very nice. 243. Very good. 445. Oh my God, in 10 minutes, you guys are killing the game.
Oh my gosh.
472. 350. 272. Oh my gosh. Feel even more motivated to write. Yes, that's what we're here for. We're here for motivation.
Oh, that's a bag. I didn't know what this white thing was.
I was like, yeah, it looks like a pillow from here.
It looks really sus. It's just a bag. It's a garbage bag. But we're good. I'm like, is that like a ghost or something?
Yeah. I was saying before you came in, I have all my Christmas stuff in my office.
Ah!
Because we're putting up the tree today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's not our normal tree. We're doing like a skinny tree this year because our normal tree is huge. Oh. But my mom's like, we should just do the skinny tree because there's nobody who's going to be coming over for Christmas. And I was like, well, all right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. As long as there's Christmas lights in that corner, that's all that I care about.
Agreed. You need Christmas lights.
Yeah. Some kind of Christmassy flavor in the corner.
Yes. Oh, I'm so bummed because I have my poster hanging up for the next book.
Do you have it wrapped? Yeah, you do.
I forgot to get an entire poster. I don't even know how that happened. Like I didn't order.
I was like, from here, it looks like there's like a picture in it that's like a wrapped picture or something.
It's the picture that came in it.
Did you order the poster?
Yeah, it'll come the day after.
Let's hope it comes on the day.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if it just came early? I'd be like, thank you.
Sometimes mail does that. Like I had an order for my dad's Christmas gift that included like not this order that had my sweater in it, but a previous order that was pajamas. Like we ordered them pajamas from Old Navy. And we're like, okay, cool. But I got a shipping notification for this and a tracking number that worked. Yeah. But for the pajamas, they're just like, we don't know. No, Google. I don't like that. But yeah, we and then it just showed up and I was like, wait, I don't even like this doesn't even say that it's shipped yet. But it just showed up on my door. I mean, I'm okay with that, but
that's funny.
Yeah. And my mom got she ordered a dress and it came in like 4 days early or something crazy like that. I don't know. The shipping system is very strange right now.
Yeah, for sure. I would love it if that came in early. Just one day early. I'll take one day. I'll take it.
I'm excited to see Can't Catch My Breath. Is it like purpley themed?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I figured since all your like marketing is purpley themed.
Yeah, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do that, but I'm like, you know what? It's fun. It's like a little hint. So
it is. And I
love it. It's one of my favorite ones actually.
The script. I like the script of your title. It's very pretty.
Yes. It's kind of funny. I never thought, I mean, I didn't even pick it. The first cover designer for What Are Friends For picked it and just used it. And it's funny how now it's just like my brand font.
It works, and it's so lovely. Font is so important on a book, and this is so English major of me to say, but like font is everything. I love fonts. Oh my god. But
I'm the same
oh,
way. Oh my
like,
gosh, you want to hear another thing that I forgot? I forgot to upload my books to pre-order for Tuesday. Like, how does that slip my mind? Like,
I don't know, man.
I have no idea. But I uploaded them today, so fingers crossed they'll go through, or at least Amazon will go through by Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just, I need a planner.
I mean, you can just bump it, I guess. Just bump your pre-order day to the next day, or whenever
Yeah.
it needs to be.
Yeah, can do that.
Because I know, who was it recently? One of the author tubers. Kaylin Rivers?
Oh, I saw that Keelan did.
Yeah, she had to bump hers for some reason.
I'm interested in that video.
Yeah, I saw it on her Instagram. I was like,
yeah.
that's interesting. She had to bump hers. I was wondering if it was like she actually had to bump like the full release day, or if it was just the pre-order. I can't really remember, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember either. That'd be so stressful. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I guess pre-orders. How far in advance does that go up for books?
I think pretty far. I think a year in advance they updated it.
Wow, so. That's really far.
Yeah,
really far in advance. Because I think even some like authors through the big 5 publisher or big 4 now, because
I saw that
got bought up by Penguin. I saw that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's insane.
I think some of them it's like 6 months in advance.
Mm-hmm.
That they put things up for pre-order. I might be entirely wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless I saw that and I was like, ooh. Yeah. I don't know what Penguin Random House is going to do, because Penguin Random House sounds good. I don't know if they're just going to absorb the Simon & Schuster name and just like drop the name, or if they're going to rename their whole brand again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No. I can't believe it happened. Like, I feel like Simon & Schuster was huge in my head anyway.
Yeah. I don't really know. I think Penguin is definitely probably the top one. Yeah. And then there's also, I don't know, does Disney count as one?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't know what the big 5 are. Bloomsbury, HarperCollins.
That was the one I knew.
Penguin Random House. Oh, come on. This is the line of work I want to be in, and I don't remember. I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. I like the name Penguin Random House, though. For a while, I didn't realize that they had bought Penguin Random House, and I was like, oh, they did. They merged the companies. That's why it's called Penguin Random House.
That's fun. I didn't even realize they had done it until, like, I hadn't realized.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are just like, Penguin. And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, that's fun. Oh, just doing research for a sec. Didn't like the fact I found. Oh no, what fact did you find? Ooh. You must share with us.
That's funny.
I'm intrigued. So save. Oh yeah. If you can, open your windows. I know that like sometimes it's cold, but if you open your windows, airflow definitely helps with the chemical smell. Ooh.
That'd be terrible, because you have no control over that.
Yeah, it should just be Simon. Just Simon. That's the new publisher's name. Simon, the Penguin. I don't know. Oh yeah. I think before, when I was like doing my world building and stuff, I have words in my novel that are like made up, kind of. They're pulled from French and that kind of thing, because I'm like, I need fancy words for this fancy magical world. That's what I need. And I came up with, for the first novel, I came up with divagar, which is divager or divaguer, which is a word for like to ramble about, plus voyager, which is a person who would like travel by canoe in the old times of Canada. That's part of our history. And I'm just like, divagar, we're going to squish those two words together. And today I was like, I need another word for like a group of people that is trying to like rise up in like this kingdom and like overtake something, because they're like being like a rebellion group, I guess. And I was like, what do I do? So I just spent like 10 minutes Googling French words. And I was like, this is great. This is great. And I came up with chiffonard, which is like chiffonner, which means to crumple, plus like the voyageur term as well, because I need someone who like travels and stuff. And I'm like, look at me go, coming up with words. Makes me feel so smart.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no kidding. Especially since they sound good.
Yeah, and I like they look nice on the page too, because divagar is Divageurs.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it just looks pretty. Chiffonard as well. It looks like chiffon plus EURS, which is pretty.
I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, I love it. French words, man, they sound great.
Yes.
Thank you, the big publisher. Yeah, those are the. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, and then it's like we think about all the imprints in the world.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many. And then there's like the not big 5 publishers, like all the Canadian publishers that I can think of, except for HarperCollins, are small. So,
yeah.
Man, publishing world is wild. Anyways, shall we dive into another sprint?
I'm ready.
And does anybody have a time frame, or should I let Google decide?
That's fun that you can let Google decide.
Number generator? Number generator. Yeah, I accidentally used an anime name in my Project Dark, which is really funny because I don't watch anime. But then I sent it to my friend Sarah, and she's just like, you do realize that this is a really big name. And I was like, damn it.
Crap.
Change that. We can let Google decide, maybe between 15 and 20. That sounds like a great idea. 15 and 20. All right, we got our random number generator. Generate 19 minutes. Google, go right for the top. All right, share my screen again. Share. Okay, we're going to reset this. We're going to do 19 minutes on the clock, and we're going to start the sprint. All right, my friends. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay. That's that. How did we all do? How did we all do? I was scared again by that timer.
I got to page 29.
Ooh, zooming right along.
I know. Well, I really am actually. She was one that read What Are Friends For? And I made a kind of like little Easter egg comment, and she's like, I know what this is from. And I'm like, that was from a year ago and you still remember? I'm just like, I'm gushing over here. Sorry.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. That's good though that she can pick up on stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. She's really good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Because I know when I edit things, I don't actually read it. Like a lot of the times when I'm doing stuff for work, I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm reading about. I'm just looking at the content of it.
Yes.
Which is funny because my mom will be like, so what did you edit today? And I was like, I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh. But I just looked at it now and that seems like a lie, but it says I wrote 1,074 words.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. I have never done that in a 19-minute sprint before.
Yeah, what was your first one? Like 200 something?
In 10 minutes, and then 1,000 in 20. I don't know what happened there.
That's awesome!
So that brings me
Oh my god!
What am I at now? 48,492 words. I am so close to 50K.
Close.
Doing a dance.
That's
doing
awesome.
a dance. What anime name? Oh, I used for my jail in my project arc. I used the name Uran, which is a big anime name. Is it the name of a show, or I think it might be actually the name of a show, which is funny.
Oh.
But I don't know. I made up the word using like a root of a. I went in crazy and like translated words and stuff like that to make words and thought I made it up on my own, but I guess I didn't.
So upsetting.
Hello, Drea. 353. Oh no. I hope your headache goes away. Hey, 294 is still better than it was before. You're still killing the game. 524, 47K in total. Oh my gosh, Olivia, you're killing the game. 652. Makes total sense. Thanks, guys. 175. Got distracted halfway through. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, we're on High School Host Club. That's the name of it. There's my mom in the background. Hello, Mom. Sure. I don't know which one's which.
That's Sarah.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt.
Cool. Yes. But yeah, that's the name. I used Uran. So, like,
so
first
funny.
thing she texted me, like 10 minutes into reading my book, she's like, you do realize that Uran has been used before. And I'm like, damn it. Damn it. It is really upsetting because I've had that name as the jail for over a year and a half now, so I have to change it to something else.
Oh, that would be a struggle for me. That would be a major struggle for me.
Yeah. Oh well. Whip is done. You're just adding scenes to get it to 50K. Oh my gosh. 68K in total. Oh. That's amazing. That's amazing, Olivia. You're killing the game.
That's amazing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I should probably stop that.
I always forget.
I always forget to add the banners until afterwards, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Well, I think my dad's cooking because I just got a whiff of food. Oh.
Jealous.
Oh. Yeah, it's only like 3 o'clock, so I don't know. I had leftover macaroni for lunch. It was very good.
Oh, I love macaroni.
Same. Oh my god. Macaroni and cheese. Oh.
I'm alternating between turning on my heater and turning it off because I turn it on and then I get hot. and I turn it off, and then I get cold.
You
It's
need to
bad.
like put it a little ways away from you and not angle it right at you so it like heats the room up a little bit instead.
I mean, that is a great idea.
Because sometimes heaters like directly on you is like just heat.
Yeah, and that's literally how it is.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, Tatum. I can't believe Tatum is like 7 or 9 years old. I can't remember, but it blew my mind. The previous sprint, they were there, and I was like, "You're speaking like an adult. This is crazy."
And like that's awesome to be able to start writing at a young age. That's how I was. I started writing young, and it's just so fun to grow up with creativity.
Yeah, I think I started writing when I was young as well, because I had a story that was like about my dog, kind of a thing. It was, and I wrote it on my mom's old PC up in the computer room, because none of us had actual like computers, and it was crazy. And I remember, I think one day I wanted to try find it, but I don't know if we lost it through like a computer move or something, and I was like, oh, that sucks. I would have liked to see my writing back in the day. Probably not great. But
Crazy. Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah, if I could ever find my gingerbread fan fiction story, that'd be epic.
Oh my god.
7-year-old didn't want gingerbread to end.
Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't really do was fan fiction.
No.
I did try once with Harry Potter fan fiction, but it just wasn't a thing that I was like, I don't know what to do with these characters. The characters are the authors. Like, I want my own characters.
Right.
It was one of those things.
I think I did my fan fiction on One Direction, and I think it was really helpful that it was like people, even though that's kind of weird now for me, like thinking about that, it's weird. I feel like it was easier because I like could watch interviews and learn, you know what I'm saying? They're not
like learn their inflection and kind of
yeah.
how they are. It's, I mean, when you think about it though, like after the series after is Harry Styles fan fiction, so like is it that weird that you were writing your One Direction fan fiction? No, because everybody else is doing it too.
Right. And mine was not rated crazy.
Rated R.
You know, I think about that. Like, how must Harry Styles feel? Like,
I really hope that he's totally chill with it and he has no, like, has not consumed it at all. Because, like, no.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope he never watches it, never reads it. Oh, man. Well, okay, great boyfriend buying you books. 10 out of 10. Oh, we
love to see it.
Also, thank you for thinking about my book too. I'm assuming you must have told him that you wanted that book, unless he just has great taste. But thank you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's such a good one too.
I was rereading. What was I rereading the other night? Oh, I was rereading the short stories that I wrote. So the What Are Friends For one and the Out of My League one. I forgot how fun it is to just write like not serious. Like I wrote those just kind of for fun. Like I didn't have to worry about like epic plots or anything like that. It's so nice just write fun.
Just a scene to do. Yeah. I mean, it's fun sometimes to just write for fun. I have never done that. In like 5 years, I don't think I've written for fun. It's always been for like these kind of projects.
Yeah.
And it's always in the back of my head, like, one day people are gonna read this, which is it takes that aspect out of it a little bit, which is kind of sad, but that's okay.
Yeah, I get that though. I mean, plus, and now I used to write like before I was serious about self-publishing. I used to write stories for fun, like novel length for fun. But now it's like if I'm not gonna publish it, if I'm not writing to publish it, I mean, yeah, it's fun, but it's kind of just a time suck, you know?
Yes,
So,
I agree. I need to branch into the publishing world.
It is very wintry.
It is wintry. The little chapter headings are all snowflakes.
Oh, yes. I have another one. The one that's coming out in January is another winter book, and I'm so excited.
Is it? Do you have an idea of what you're chapter heading is going to be?
No, I have no idea, and I'm stressed. Like, no idea. I'm thinking about maybe just having another snowflake design, but then like that's kind of cheating because it really fit What Are Friends For?
Yeah, because she was making snowflakes.
But like this one, they do an interview together.
That's like set.
What?
Is it set over Christmas? Is it set over just a generic winter?
No, it's set in like the beginning to the end of January. So like
okay. I like Courtney's idea. Like fun little mittens.
Cute.
Because that's very wintry. Write that down.
I have been struggling with it. Like he's in a band, so I could do music notes, but that's like it's not like a prominent thing. I will say there are music notes on the cover. I don't know if I'll keep them.
That's cute.
They're cute. They're really cute. I don't know if I'll keep them in the long run. I might just have her change it last minute. But they're really cute because it needs something on the cover. But since I don't know what it would be,
I like the idea of like for illustration wise, you know, mittens like when you were a kid that were like tied together with string.
Yes. That's so cute. Okay, wait, hang on. Mittens. That is adorable.
All of our parents were like, you just lose mitts all the time, so we need to tie them together and put them through your jacket so you never lose them. And then now you see little kids running around not wearing their mitts, but their mitts are like flapping next to them. And I'm like, yep, that's 100%.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Coping mechanism for me. Yeah, I mean, it is so many people's root of their like why they love writing. It's how they got into it, which I find so awesome. That is one of my favorite things about fan fiction.
That's
I mean, like, if you look at a lot of big authors like Cassandra Clare, her Shadowhunter series started out as Hermione and Draco fanfic. Like,
that's crazy.
People do that and then do stuff with it, so it's awesome.
Right.
Trashy Naruto. Nice. See, that's also fun, is to try and get yourself out of writing slump, to write something completely different, to just go completely 180 from tonal direction of what you've been working on. I was listening to a Brandon Sanderson live stream because he was taking over the Tor fantasy like Instagram, and he did a live stream where he just answered a bunch of questions. And he talked about how like he goes between his super high fantasy, like his Way of Kings series, which is like each book is over 1,000 pages. And then he's like, and it's multi POV. There's so many different things going on. And so he writes those, but then he balances it. When he finishes one of those, he goes into Skyward, which is a first person, one person POV, like YA book. And he's like, I need that tonal separation because it's like refreshing your brain, right? And he can do it because he's friggin' genius. But I was like, that's so smart, having things in all different kind of pots on the stove. I love it.
Yeah.
Fanfic for D&D characters. I mean, if it's for your D&D character, I don't know if that'd be fanfic because it's your D&D character is kind of like character work. But if it's for other people's D&D characters, then it would be fanfiction. Right?
I think so. That sounds so fun though.
Yeah. Writing about your D&D character. I should do that. That's what I should do with mine. Just finish your story for Nano. Very nice. Started reading it over. I mean, sometimes I find giving myself space between drafts is the best thing you could do. So that might be interesting to try do. But since you're in it, I guess if you can see those plot holes, that'd be fine. But good luck. Good luck. Oh, Brandon
you got
this. Yeah. Oh my God, Brandon Sanderson. What a guy. I need to read more of his books. But his books are, as I said, 1,000 pages long.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot. I can't even imagine writing that. Like,
oh my God, that's like 500,000 words in a draft or something crazy like that. Oh my God, it's nuts.
How long would it take? Oh my gosh. A ton of time.
He also mapped out like his plan for the next 2 years, what he's gonna do. And I just sitting there like, you're gonna write a book a year at the length that you're doing this? dude. He was like, this is my plan. I'm going to be doing this and this kind of thing. And then I'm going to release Skyward #3. And then I'm going to try and write all 3 next Mistborn books in Era 3 in one fell swoop. And then I'm going to go into Stormlight Archives book #5. And I was like, homie, that's so much, but okay. I guess that's when it's your life, I guess you can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't believe that. That seems like a lie.
Hang
On
on.
his part, not on your part.
Hang on.
On his part. Written 500K for Nano in the past years. How would you even do that?
That's 16,666 words a day.
Yeah, that's not possible. That's literally inhumanly possible. That's, yeah, no.
If
That
I would have
doesn't seem
seen
right.
that comment, I'd have been like,
That's a lie.
uh-huh.
That's either a typo or he's just trying to, like, stir the pot.
That's ridiculous.
This is true. I do like the fact that it takes me a while to read his books, but I will say that I'm the kind of person who likes to be able to do that, who likes to just be able to sit down and power through a book in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Brandon Sanderson's books.
No.
I mean, you might be able to with his YA, because I did that with Skyward. I did read it in one sitting, and it was amazing because it was a YA book, right? So it was shorter,
Right.
but it was very good. Anyways, let's jump into sprint #3.
Yay.
Well, does anybody have a time that they would like to do, or a time like range that we should ask Google? What do you guys think? You know, it feels good to be in Act 3 of my story right now. It feels good.
Really? I
'Cause,
love
like,
that.
my plot that I had, where I'm at is that, like, should be in Act 3, but like where I was a little while ago should have been like before the catalyst, and I'm like, this is very wrong. This needs to be Act 2 now. It's very wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got 2 for 20 to 25, and then this one for 20 to 30. I can't really do long sprints like that. Like 25 is my max before my brain starts like going off. So maybe we'll do 20 to 25. Just for funsies.
Yeah.
And then, all right, let's see, Google. 21, right at the beginning of that. Nice and easy. Let me do this. Every time. Share screen. All right. Reset. 21 minutes. All right, friends. 3rd sprint. I should put my banner up before I forget. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint. All right. That is that. That sprint is done. Didn't sneak up on me that time because I kept checking the time. How did we do, friends? How did we do?
I got. Okay, so I kind of just started going through and looking at the comment suggestions. I stopped looking at the small tweaks you made.
Yeah.
So I got to page 91, but I wasn't going as in depth this time.
Still, that's pretty good. That's zooming right through. Because it's kind of nice sometimes to go through comments all in one fell swoop. Like I know I've listened to so many podcasts with like authors as guests talking about like the edits they get, like the edit paper, the sheet edit Bible, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
From their editors that they get, and then they like read it all the way through and then go back and like read it again and like then read it with their like they do it in a way where they can absorb what they need to do before they actually go and implement it.
Yeah.
So sometimes
Yeah,
that's
for
nice.
sure. For sure.
I just calculated it. That's how many words
Oh
I
my
got.
gosh, you're so close.
Oh my god, I am at 49,580 words. And one more sprint, I'll hit the 50K.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Ah! Oh my god. Oh, feels good.
That's awesome.
Elizabeth is editing. And it's just the piercing scream thrust me into a thick wave of deja vu. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like grammatically it makes sense, but like what were you going for? It actually kind of sounds really intriguing.
The thrust is throwing me off just a smidge.
Yeah. But like
otherwise it sounds really cute. I mean, really fun.
Got 733. Jackie got 916.
Nice.
Oh my god. How my third act will play out. Yes. See, I should have done this. I'm kind of just winging it right now, which is fun because it's right now the scene is just basically they're getting a lot of information all at once, which is fun. But I don't know what's gonna happen next.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah, right? It's just living by the seat of your pants. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Oh my god, another 1,000 words. Oh, how do I do that? That's crazy.
That is actually insane. I'm so happy for you.
I remember once I did that. I think I had my computer with me. I think it was last NaNoWriMo. I brought it with me to work, and then I didn't get any words during the day. But when I went to teach in the afternoon, I had a half-hour break between kids that just surprised me. Like one kid didn't show up, and I was like, I'm gonna get my nano words in, and I did a 30-minute sprint, and I wrote over, I think it was over 1,500 words in 30 minutes, and I was like, what happened? My fingers were just like the stress of having a kid coming in the door. Like I was like, I gotta get these in before my next kid.
That's awesome.
Oh. The stress of like having a timed thing is always what gets me. Like in university, whenever we had our exams, a lot of English exams are essays, right? So in like one of our English exams would be like write 3 essays in 3 hours. So it was one of those things where you had to just word vomit on the page. So you're writing like 3 essays in 3 hours. I could do 3 essays in 2 hours at some point because I was so fast at just word vomiting on the page. I think it's the stress of having a like time limit works wonders. Works wonders for productivity.
That sounds like a nightmare to write 3 essays, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is. And it was. I think at one point they changed it where they made it a 2-hour exam. So you'd have to do 1 big essay and then a few smaller like written responses, which is a lot better in my opinion, because there's no way that those essays were good.
No, what would I judge?
Yeah, there's no way you can be insightful in that. But Olivia got 820 words and broke 48K.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, you're killing the game. Oh, right? Killing it. All of us killing it.
Yes.
My best writing sprint, I can remember. It's like 800 words in 20 minutes. Yes. We're
Yeah,
just very productive over here.
I love that.
And I mean, like, I remember when I first started following you and doing your stream, Sarah, it was like, I think earlier this year. I
Yeah.
think I broke the 50K mark in your stream, right?
I think you did. I remember celebrating.
You gave me the confetti. It was amazing.
Yes.
I love essay exams
Ah,
in a very weird sense because, like, really, there's not a lot of studying. One really good thing is in university is that all my profs would kind of give us like kind of a hint as to what the final subject would be, or like they would be like, these are going to be some of the options, and we just knew from being in class with them for one term or two terms or whatever what kind of style of essay that they would do. So one of my profs, she did like just one word things like language, and then we would have to write an essay on language using two texts that we studied in the class. So in that way, you could easily prepare because you could go in knowing 6 different essays that you could write, which is the best way to study for an exam. I loved that method of studying. My friend and I actually once, Sarah, I don't know if she's still in the stream, but her and I were like on her dining room table, delirious out of our minds because we had like 4 essays or 4 exams to study for, and it was like at the end of the term, and, and we were just crying laughing, but we still did really good on those exams because we just need to know the material that we learnt throughout the
right.
year, which is a lot easier than if you're trying to remember biology stuff.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
No kidding.
And there's a lot less pressure because it is one of those things that yes, it is the bigamy night. It was great. We just started yelling bigamy at the top of our lungs because that's something that one of our profs said about a passage in a book. We're like, bigamy! And then we go off for like 10 minutes laughing. That is what burnout is, my friend.
Good to know.
You just kind of go crazy. It's fun. It's fun, especially when your whole class is just going off all
Yeah.
together. We're losing our minds, but yes, student, you passed the 50K. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So burned out of the project, but like that's such a mood. But yeah, I definitely suggest leaving it sit for as long as you can. Come back to it in 2021 because I know the holiday season is gonna be crazy, but having that break, having the space does wonders for your projects.
Yeah. Like I'm rereading this project now, going over my editor's comments, and it is insane how like refreshed I feel just looking at the words. Like before I'd write a cute line and I'd be like, okay, just keep going. I don't want to look at it, you know? And now she points out a cute line. I'm like, oh, that was a cute line. I love that line, you know?
Oh, that's amazing.
It renews your excitement for it.
Oh, I'm actually curious, how much drafting or editing do you do before you send it to your copywriter? Like you draft, first draft, what do you do between that and then sending it off?
I do beta reads. I used to have critique partners. I don't anymore. Just because they got busy and I didn't find anybody to replace them. And so after I finish my first draft, I typically let it sit. I like to aim for a month, but I think for this next book that I'm drafting right now, my schedule is going to be off again. So if I can get 2 weeks off of a break from it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And then I go back through and change any obvious plot holes or like things like that and get it as polished as I can and then send it to betas and then take their feedback, fix it up, and then is the copy editor. Because I probably could add another draft phase myself, like finish the betas edits, then go back through again myself. But I'm kind of like the person that I don't see errors unless they're pointed out to me. So I could read my manuscript and be like, this looks perfect. But I give it to my copy editor and she's like, this is an awkward sentence, which is how it is. You know, like, as writers, we think everything sounds fine in our heads. We just don't know.
Usually, yeah.
Right. So,
yeah. I mean, I have an editor brain, so when I read back through my work, I cry because I'm like, this is terrible. This all needs to be fixed, which is why, especially like story-wise, the way I write is I do a first draft, and then that first draft is just me telling the story basically to myself. Like it has hardly any character, hardly any world building, whatever. It's just there.
Yes. Twins.
And then I go in the second time and I try to fix that. This is me learning now as how I am, because I've never been able to get past the second draft because I keep changing the story so much. Like with Project Dark, I changed that story 4 times before I landed on a plot that I liked. So I'm hoping that with Project Dream, I'm sticking with the plot. So now that I've done a second draft for it, I think I might do 1 edit through and then see if I can send it to betas in 2021, which could be interesting.
Yeah. That's always so scary. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I want it to be people that I know, because then I'm like, they're more comfortable giving me feedback.
Right.
And I'm more comfortable getting feedback. But like nobody that I know reads middle grade. I even asked my friends, none of them read middle grade. So I'm like, I want someone who actually reads the genre to tell me if it's good.
Right.
I don't know. It's just a lot. Jackie just hit 40K. Oh my God.
Yes.
That's amazing. Oh, Courtney asks, what is a typical timeline for your book? So yeah, that's a good question. What is a typical timeline for your book?
Okay. Let me sit up. I leaned back for a second, but I'm sitting up. Okay. So, first, the next comment, Courtney, I am not that much of a bad butt. I did not do it all in this year. And I actually, I didn't write any of those books this year. None of them were in the drafting phase this year. But I think typically, so my ideal streamlined process, ideal streamlined process is it would take me a month to draft, and then I would love to have a month off from looking at it. And then typically my second draft doesn't take me long. If there's a lot of plot holes, it'll maybe take me a month to do draft 2. But for when in the past, I've noticed it's only been like maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3. And then I let betas have a month to read. So is that 3 months? Is that 4? 3.
Math. I don't know.
4.
3 or 4 months.
I had a month off. Betas read, and then I edit. So that might take a few weeks. Actually, it doesn't take me that long because typically betas don't have like huge structural changes that they give me. It's usually like kind of nitty gritty small stuff that I can fix. And then editor takes a month. And then from there, it's really fast. Copy edits go by really fast for me because like I said, I make sure it's perfect when I give it to the copy editor, like as close to perfect as you can, obviously. So there's usually no big stuff. It's usually just like she has a comment, the character needs fleshed out in this point. You go in, type a few lines, and you're done. And proofreading doesn't take long. So I would say just the book I'm writing now, okay? The book I'm writing now is going to be streamlined a lot quicker than that, I think. So it's going to be, I'm aiming for an April release, and I'm drafting it right now. So that one's going to be quicker than my ideal. Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah. It's going to be quicker than what I would prefer. But yeah. It's really different for every book for me because like I wrote Out of My League in 2017 and I just published it. But I wrote What Are Friends For in April of 2019 and then I just published that. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it really is different.
Yeah, and it also is different from genre to genre, right? Like
Yes.
I don't
I
have anything published yet myself, but I am hoping to one day get into both traditional and indie publishing just for funsies. Because I write mostly fantasy. A lot of the stuff that you would have to work on is world building and that kind of a thing. And as my friend Sarah knows, my world building is fucking terrible.
It requires a lot more brain power than when are they going to hold hands? You know what I mean?
Like, because you're creating your own world rather than having it set in the world that you know.
Yes.
is different. So like with my middle grade, most of book 1 is set in like a New England town, so it's not hard to world build that. It's the magical bit that I have to world build now that we're into the world more for book 2. So I don't know. My perfect timeline would probably be a year and a half to 2 years if I could like rush through one book, but I don't know because I haven't done it. I have no realm of anything.
I mean, that's still fun to just discover it all too.
Yeah. I'm hoping that my goal for 2021 is to query Project Dream.
Yay. Oh my gosh.
Because I would love to do that. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
My world building is not bad. It's just not great. It's just not great. And I mean, like, it's like that because I'm also the kind of person who doesn't need a lot of world building to go into fantasy projects. I just need to know what the story is.
Yeah.
So then I write that and then I keep writing, but I don't keep working on the world building, which is my issue.
Oh, I totally get that.
But you did say, Sarah, that my Sarah Grimes, that you promised Tessa though. So you promised Tessa that you'd do her book instead because, books. We got so many people in our life that writes. It's great.
I love
It's
that.
great.
I'm jealous. One thing I'm kind of worried about for this book, like I told you how I'm going to be writing a little bit faster. I feel like it can be so scary because if you write a book fast and somebody doesn't like it, they can easily say, well, she rushed this. It's obvious she rushed it,
Mm-hmm.
When like it might not take that long to edit and write. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes at their own different pace. Like Courtney from the Courtney Project and Kennedy Fox Books, they pump books out so fast. That's not to say that they're bad writers. I mean, because I've never read their books, but I don't think they're bad writers at all. But I'm sure somebody along the lines has said they pump books out so fast it can't be good quality. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So
I mean,
that's the thing I'm struggling with. Like my nerves are because my goal is to really publish 3 books a year. Like fingers crossed, that would be great for me.
Insanity.
I guess I just write fast. I don't know.
You do. Like you draft really fast. It can take me up to like 6 months to a year to draft a book.
Really?
If I let myself. Yeah. Like it takes me so long because again, fantasy books can tend to be long, but also the fact that I go through phases of like being super interested in it and then kind of fizzling out at the halfway point of a book. So then I like let it sit, which is my issue. I shouldn't let it sit. I should just get it done because I know I can draft a book in a month because I've done it.
Right.
But yeah, like that's such a fast drafting process.
It makes me nervous for when I publish this book.
I mean, I think it's also a fact of like just knowing that when you do something quickly, even though you're doing it fast, doesn't necessarily mean that your work is bad because you're just becoming better at finding mistakes and fixing things and knowing how a story works.
Very true.
That's just my opinion on the fast thing. Because like, if you're good at editing, you can just get it done really fast. Like I can edit an article in 15 minutes if I'm really determined.
Right.
I'm really determined I can do it. Oh, thanks. I try. World building is religion. Yeah, I haven't even gotten there yet for world building. Like I think once I had an idea for like a pantheon of gods, but like even then, I don't go into depth on stuff like that, which I need to do.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming. Speaking of that, I should probably do.
I had a question, Jen. I don't know if we've talked about this before. I don't know if we have or not. But talking about Kennedy Fox made me think of it. Would you ever co-write with somebody? I can't remember if we've talked about it before.
Yes. But it would have to be someone that I vibed with enough. Like if I knew our writing was similar enough and if it was something that we could do, like romance or contemporary or something where you had 2 points of view where you could easily just each of you take a point of view. I think it would be really interesting to do a collaborative project like that because then you have a buffer to bounce off ideas with, right? Because then it's not just you trying to figure it all out. You have somebody else there to do it with you. I think it's just whenever I hear of people doing like two authors doing something, like I know Christina Lauren, that's two people writing their books. And it always has been. That's just two people writing those books. They just go by Christina Lauren. And that's fun. They've built their brand off of that and they can do it very well. But then there's like some YA authors that come in and it has the two authors on the book. And I'm like, man, that's so bizarre how you guys do that. Like, you're both very prolific. How? But then like sometimes you have like I don't know if you've ever followed Zoe Sugg on YouTube, but she just released a book with her editor, who is also a writer. I don't remember her name. I think it's Amy something. But they just wrote a book together where they did the dual points of view. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, I bet that editor had her fingers all over Zoe's parts, because like Zoe's not in the world of writing as much as her editor would be, right? But I think it would be one of those things like one person would have to kind of take control of the project almost. I don't know why. That's just what my head says, because I don't like group projects. So that's like the worst kind of group project, but I think it would be fun to do in like theoretically. Would you ever do it?
You know, I've thought about it. I thought about how fun it would be to like bounce, like you said, bounce ideas off somebody, write with somebody, and just go through the whole process with somebody. I don't think I could ever give up my control. Like, if I didn't like something, I am too much of a coward to say anything, for one. But I don't know. So I don't think I'd ever be. It would have to be, like you said, somebody I really trust, love their writing. Otherwise, I probably would be my one woman show.
Yeah, I think about it and I'm like, I could probably, but it would have to be a situation where our writing styles kind of worked and our writing processes kind of work together too. Not only the actual writing, but just the way we write, because then we can do it in a way that we could like both be in the same kind of realm, and me not acres ahead of them or them acres ahead of me in the process, you know? I don't know. But I think in that case, a lot of them do like write a chapter, send it to the next person, who then writes the next chapter, who sends it back. So it's like they're reading each other's work the whole time. So it's not like you're just writing on your own.
Right. Oh my gosh, the organization skills. I would die. Like, trying to keep it all organized, like, no.
Oh, it's a lot. That seems like a lot. Oh. You did not, Mrs. Friend. We've just been talking for like 30 minutes.
Yes. It's a good conversation, though.
Speaking of that, though, we should do our last sprint.
I'm here for it.
I feel like this is going to take us almost into the, well after 4:15 for me, anyways. But yes, let's do that. Are we okay with letting Google decide? What did I do with my headphone? Does anyone have a time range that you would like to do for the last sprint? I'm good with anything.
This was really productive. I'm in love.
This is why I love these sprints. These sprints, like any kind of writing sprint, I love so much. Even when I'm on my own, like I will pull up somebody's sprint, especially Kate Kavanaugh, because she does daily in November on Twitch. So I'm just like, I pull up her sprints because I always miss them because they're early in the morning for me. And like early in the morning, aka starts at 9:00 my time, which I'm not fully cognizant to work at that time. But hello, you're back. That's fine. Yeah, I pull up her sprints and I work through them on Twitch, which is fun because on Twitch it's just a different platform, so it's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Courtney saying a 15 to 20. That works for me. All right, Google. One last sprint is going to be 17 minutes, right in the middle.
Heck yeah.
Let's see if I can break 50K.
You definitely can. Total faith.
I'm excited. Timer. All right, so we are going to do 17 minutes on the dot in 3, 2, 1. Start sprinting. That's it. That's all. And I hit 50K.
Yay! Oh my gosh! I knew you can do it.
Oh my god. I commented in the chat when I did it and I was like having a little happy dance.
Oh, I missed it. Dang it. I'll have to go back and look.
Oh, it was so good. Oh,
I'm so
yay.
happy for you.
I don't know how many words I wrote in that one. Let's see. How did you do this sprint?
I got to 158. So,
Woo.
yes. We're killing it.
Zooming right along. Oh my goodness.
Rereading it's a little bit strange because now I'm seeing this one's a lot heavier in tone than my other ones. It's kind of like If the Room Fits.
Yeah.
How If the Room Fits was a little bit heavier, but in this one, her dad died recently, so it's gonna be heavier, you know. So I don't know if I need to market it. I mean, I'm gonna have to market it differently, but I don't know if I need to like make it an obvious thing because I don't want to like spoil anything. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. But it's one of those things that you would have to make known because content warning and trigger warnings and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even think about a trigger warning.
You should do a page at the front of your book saying like content warning. This is talked about, dealt with, or whatever.
Oh, that is a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
A lot of people don't handle death by car accident very well.
Oh, I get that.
Or death, really. Or grief. So
I'll message you later because I've never read a book with a trigger warning before. So I'll message you later talking about how to phrase it and stuff.
Have I? I feel like I have. I'd have to go check and see. I think one of my romance books has one in it, so I could probably just send you a picture of what it looks like.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but I wrote 690 words that sprint.
Nice, nice.
Had a little happy dance. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm not done. I'm coming. Like I can kind of see. I know where I'm at. Slowly. I just kind of have to figure out how I'm going to get there.
You've got this. You've got this.
But as of today, I wrote, how many words did I write? 3,146.
Wow.
This stream. Woo!
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
My gosh.
Oh my god. Oh, we did. Right. The break. One of our Indigenous literature classes had one. That's right. I was trying to think of specific like one that I had recently read. But yeah. I'll see if I can find that one as well. 912 words. Jackie killing the game.
Heck yeah.
506 is still amazing. What happened to your game cards? I saw you say that your key force decks just like everywhere. But like, ooh, what do you use your decks for? Are they for anything specific or? That's a good. I always find it interesting because I think who was I listening to? I was listening to a podcast once that I should probably stop my Google. Hey Google, pause. I always forget that it's on. I was reading a list podcast. That's the word. I was listening to a podcast, and I think it was the author who just released. It wasn't a just release. It was this summer, Where Dreams Descend, which is like a circusy Phantom of the Opera YA retelling kind of thing. And she was saying that she made up a game in her book and she actually created it. Like she wanted to see if she could play it and she did. And like the person who was doing the interview was like, you should make that like a marketing thing for your next book and like release the game. Because I know a lot of people like tarot cards is a big thing. So Olivia, what do you use your cards for? Are they for anything specific? Because that would be super fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be so cool. I don't have the brain to come up with like a game. I was thinking about it the other day. The one, like, what is it? The one genre of book, that's the word, that I would have the most issues with is mystery.
Really?
When I'm reading mystery books, I can't figure anything out. Just like, what's going to happen next? I don't have the brain to come up with a puzzle like that because I know with those kind of things, you have to think of like everything backwards. You have to think of what happened, why, how they're going to figure it out. I'm like, I'm not good at that. I'm good at doing puzzles. I'm not good at making them.
Yeah.
That would be the
I
one thing.
can imagine trying to.
What genre would you find difficult to write?
If not mystery, I would say horror. I don't think I'd make things scary enough. I don't think I could.
Interesting. I think I did write like a scare. I don't know if it was a thrillery or a horror-y, but it was a little bit of a spooky short story once that I got published in my university literary magazine. But it was, I mean, our friends ran it, so I was like, "Here, can you publish this?"
I mean,
so it was good. I wrote it in like 30 minutes, and I remember reading it back and being like, "I wrote that in 30 minutes. That is so good."
wow.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time. But yeah, that would be one that I think would be better for short fiction because it is something so suspenseful and so little that you would have to do it. And it's like a breakneck speed type of thing sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
I guess that's thriller.
True.
It's horror you have to build.
Yikes. I don't know.
That line is so blurry. I don't know. Horror is very fun to write. It's fun to write scary. It's fun to try and scare yourself because if you can scare yourself, you've scared another person.
Right. I mean.
Okay. I added my tracker. I have finally hit 50K.
Yay!
10 out of 10. A few days early. Maybe I can still finish this draft. I said today in my vlog that I'm like, don't think it's going to be done in November because I don't know. It just feels like November is going by way too quickly. But who knows?
I think it did fly by.
He really did go by really fast.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, thank you for joining me again. This has been so lovely.
I loved it. Got a lot done.
Yes, the productivity in these sprints is unparalleled.
No kidding.
When is your next sprint?
I'm in one tomorrow, but I have one on my channel on Sunday.
Yes, because you had Thanksgiving yesterday, right?
Yes, yep.
How was your Thanksgiving, by the way? Happy belated. I always forget that it was Thanksgiving.
I mean, I forgot it was Canadian Thanksgiving back in October, so happy belated Thanksgiving to you.
Thanks.
Man.
Now I'm just thinking about pumpkin pie, and I'm very hungry.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about food.
But yes, thank you for joining me, Sarah. Thank you for helping me end NaNoWriMo, literally for me and the last few days here. Because you helped me start it and you helped me end it. It's been amazing.
Yay! I'm so excited for you.
Look at us go. We're so productive. Oh my God.
We are. Oh my God.
Oh, all right. Anyways, friends, thank you guys for joining our stream. It's been fantastic. I hope you guys had a great time. Hope you guys got your words in that you wanted to. But yes, we'll catch you in other streams and videos at another point in time. I have to fix the description below because I totally forgot to even make this stream before, like, it was like 7 minutes before the stream. I was like, I didn't even make it. So I rushed the description. So I'll fix it and I'll tag Sarah down below. So you guys definitely go follow her. Definitely go subscribe to her because she's awesome. And she does these streams all the time.
Yeah, twice a week.
Yes. I don't know when my next one is going to be because it's December as of next week. So we'll find out, but hopefully I'll do more in the future. But yeah. All right, friends. Thank you for coming. Have a good rest of your nights.